Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Main one, no sound. Mic check. Main one, no sound. Mic check. Mic check.
Testing, testing.
It's okay. 那个有吗？等下我们就用3次就好。Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Testing, testing.
You can do it, but nobody know like actually he's trying to tell you so while we are doing this live, then what face meaning is whatever negative thing we have done before.
还没有，因为我也on YouTube 还没有对吗？Not yet, not yet. Already live.
Three minutes more. 秀文啊，下一点。秀文，小一点点。Good evening, everyone. Yeah, 好。
All right. All right. Mic test. Mic test.
Mic test, mic test.
Mic test. All right. Good evening, everybody. All right, let's welcome to our classroom. So before we start our session for today, we're going to first sing 3 songs together. So all these songs are written and composed by our Master Tetson. They're embedded with high positive energy, so I do encourage you to sing along with us. And the first song we're going to sing together is I Am So Touched.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I'm amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched. Wait. I can love, my heart beats in it. Because of love, I'm on my way to the life I've always dreamed to create. Getting love, I'm with it. All this will not happen unless we have the sun in the place. Let's see the next one.
Because of the sun, life is bright and shining. The world is happy. Everything is lively. Because of the sun, I become stronger. Because of the sun, I find my direction. Because of the sun, I have clarity. Because of the sun, I regain my peace. Because of the sun, I let go my pain. Because of the sun, I rise and shine. Because of the sun, we have abundance and hope in life. To fulfill the hopes and dreams that we once had. This love touches us deeply. Ever since then, the sun is with us everywhere. This resonance is a brand new experience which creates amazing life stories. We are extremely lucky, extremely fortunate. Because of the sun, life becomes glorious. Hope all of us can resonate and enjoy this feeling every moment. Let's spread love to the world to allow more people to benefit. Because of the sun, life becomes prosperous. Because of the sun, I accelerate. Because of the sun, future's in my hands. Because of the sun, I'm motivated. Because of the sun, I am amazed. Life with the sun, I feel free. Sun within me, life is eternity. Sun in my heart, my wishes come true. Sun in my soul, I rise and shine. Blessings from the sun, I sing with my heart. Because of the sun, life is so completed. Grateful to the sun, my love to the sun. Because of the sun, love and harmony.
sun, life is bright and shining. The world is happy, everything is lively. Because of the sun, I become stronger. Because of the sun, I find my direction. Because of the sun, I have clarity. Because of the sun, I regain my peace. Because of the sun, I let go my pain. And because of the sun, I rise and shine. And all this is because is definitely universe arrangement. It's not a coincidence. Let's sing it all together.
翻云覆雨谈，怎能是偶然？今生前世缠，你怎么看？人生戏盘，对错怎判？今生若结案，断偶然，多少年的岸，莫在前瞻不谈，多少事在岸，莫怠慢心谈。人生啊，人生啊，非偶然，总是有千万年故事谈。我才懂这偶然，多少感触在心谈，祝福着无数寒涌偶然。翻云覆雨谈，怎能是偶然？今生前世缠，你怎么看？人生戏盘，对错怎判？今生若结案，断偶然，多少年的岸，莫在前瞻不谈，多少事在岸，莫怠慢心谈。人生啊，人生啊，非偶然，总是有千万年故事谈。我才懂这偶然，多少感触在心谈，祝福着无数寒涌偶然。多少年了，多少难，名利莫酒中偶然，只总有一串偶然，风水壮纸蓝，盼望今天总相识，常铺好事缘偶然，满意在心开，笑谈偶然，徒留偶然，一层一景一名凭偶然，岸边浪千点，我人中释然。
多少感触在心谈。
The complicated drama in life is not coincidental. How do you face your past step in this life? How to determine the right or wrong of the life drama? Settling debt can break the unpredictables. Stopping the countless debt brings a smooth life. Never repeat mistakes brings peace of mind. Good evening, everybody. First of all, my deepest gratitude to our Master Tetson, deepest gratitude to the universe, and deepest gratitude to the Almighty Sun. And my name is Eileen. I'm one of your hosts for tonight. Welcome back to our beautiful classroom. And of course, we'd like to welcome our overseas guests joining us also, some for the first time, some for the many times right now. So irregardless how many times you've been coming to the classroom, most importantly is you have to keep on learning, because the learning journey is never an end. There's really limitless, right? It's infinity. So just keep going. So for those who are here with us tonight, thank you for taking time, and let's pass the mic to my co-host.
Thank you, Eileen. Most gratitude to our Master Tetson, gratitude to the Mighty Sun, and gratitude to the universe. Gratitude to everyone here tonight here. I'm Rebecca. Yes, the most important that we learn together here tonight, and then we resonate our positive energy. This system is talking about energy, how to control our life to be an entire path, to be a smooth in our family, we are working problems and friends relationship. It helps out to make it more smooth and more happiness in our abundance. Thank you, Eileen.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca. All right, just give me a minute. There's a little bit of technical issue with our laptop over here. So yes, all right. So before we start our session for today, please allow me to first introduce our Master Tetson. Master Tetson is a world-leading expert in energy management, a renowned speaker, a top-selling author, a humanitarian, and a Nobel Peace Prize nominee. He's also the founder of Richest Life, a personal and professional growth and wellness center, teaching people self-healing and life mastery. Master Tetson has trained high-tech executives, CEOs, government officials, doctors, and tens of thousands of people worldwide. In 2010, he wrote his first book, Super Life Secret Codes, a life manual that reveals the secret codes of managing energy to create a super extraordinary life. This book has become a global sensation and transformed people's lives all over the world. Since then, Master Sun has written over 70 books now and given tens of thousands of lectures and consultations. His book, Say No to Depression, is a breakthrough in mental health and has been recognized and endorsed by Western and Chinese doctors to help people overcome chronic depression, anxiety, insomnia, and other mental health problems. Master Sun's energy management system teaches people to mobilize their innate natural ability to become a self-generator of positive energy so that they can recharge and take control of their lives. And grateful to Master Tetson, who has founded the Richest Life organization. So at this point, we'd like to remind everybody our student code of conduct. In this community, we want to promote simplicity and purity. So please refrain from any business transaction among each member and refrain from any money laundering issue. And most importantly, you need to give yourself an opportunity. An opportunity to do what? Yeah, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to learn to take better control of your life. And of course, all this cannot happen unless you open the door to your heart. Right? I always quote this example. Imagine my cup is so full. If I go to a class filled with water, it will just overflow. So we always say there's a saying, empty your glass. All right. So leave behind whatever troubles you have behind the doors and focus in this 2-hour session with us. We will be going through some reading session. And of course, we will be having our Cheryl on stage tonight, joining us both on the Zoom. And of course, at this point of time, I'd like to welcome, of course, our overseas guests joining us. So for those who, okay, we have Dr. Loshni, we have Gina, and I think we have Madam Lai as well. So for those, Madam Lai, for those who knows her, she's the twin sister, the inspector, Madam Lai. They're joining us all the way from Malaysia. And I think we have Mr. Lim, if I address you correctly. All right, so very grateful in the recent event, I managed to meet up with some of the VIPs that Madam Lai has invited to the session, and that's where we get connected with more people from all walks of life. So irregardless of what background we are, irregardless of what experience we have, in Super Life Secret Code, we are all a genuine student of Master Tetsan. So the more we let go our ego, the more we lower ourselves, the more we are able to receive. All right? Because we are all here for one purpose. We just want to be happier. We want today to be better than yesterday, and we want tomorrow to be better than today. So I'm sure this is why each and one of you are here. So having a clear heart to receive is very important. And at any point of time, if you feel uncomfortable, take 3 deep breaths. Okay, so at this point of time, I want to welcome our new members who are joining us for the first time. You know who is joining us for the first time? All right, hi, this young, beautiful lady. Can I have a name, please? Alice. All right, Alice, I think she's Siwen's colleague. All right, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. So at any point of time, if you have any questions, maybe you can take down, and then lady, at the end of the session, we can do some interaction. And of course, I'm trying to recall. I know her name starts with an N. Yeah, it's been a long time. I know your name starts with an N. Naveen, right? Yes. Welcome back. You're looking great. No problem. It's all right. At least you still come back, means you're still thinking of us. We missed you. All right. So for those who are joining us, and of course, if you have any overseas guests, do let us know. We're able to share with them our Zoom link. And then, in fact, for this session, it's actually recorded on YouTube. We're able to watch it again later on YouTube. But of course, having said that, for those in Singapore, it's best to come to classroom. You know why? Joanne, you know why, right? Because when you're with all the positive people, the energy that you resonate here is different. Because when at home, you're facing the computer, and then you'll be washing clothes, you'll be cutting a vegetable, and then you cannot focus. All right, so that's why. So give yourself also an opportunity to be out of your daily chores, to be here and resonate with all the high positive energy people. And of course, today we're going to first go into our first book. So for those who are joining us for the first time, we are already almost halfway through this book, but no problem. If you're getting this book for the first time, please feel free to bring the book back. And then at the end of the session, we'll guide you a little bit more. And so we will have 2 books reading session today. We will first start with this important book of our life. We call it like a life manual. You buy a TV, you got a TV manual, right? You buy a radio, you got a radio manual. So now we live our life. We need to have a life manual. So this book is written by our Master Tetsan back then 15 years ago. So this is a book that really all of us must have. Okay. All right. So we're going to first have to let it read. Yeah, 可以了. Okay. All right. So we're going to first go into the reading of this book. So we're going to have our Cheryl on board. Yep. Okay. So we're going to first read the front cover, and then we're going to read the back cover first before we go into the page. All right, so May.
Super Life Secret Codes: The Key to Unlock Your Life by Master Tetsan. The book contains simple ideas with the power to resolve all your problems and revolutionize your understanding of life. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or anyone with a different faith or spiritual practice, we all face daily challenges in our unique journey of life. Super Life Secret Code is your compass. The secret codes in this book transcend the boundaries of religions and speak to you from the vast universe. They will end your struggle and bring forth an eternal spiritual life full of happiness and wisdom. This book will illuminate your future like the bright sun and bring rich abundance into your life. Your soul will echo with the vibration of the cosmos. These secrets from nature will guide you to be empowered from the infinite cosmic energy and transform the blueprint of your life, embracing the happiness generated by the Super Life Secret Codes.
Yes, tonight we are going to into another chapter of chapter 10, one or don't want. Start and look at the picture, start, oh no, what is the mistake and finish. And this is to quote us, how do we, one or don't want, do we want to start with our new path of life, or you are still dangling there and don't know what to do. And this, we are grateful to our master to help us with this book, and then we actually break through our problems. And let's people who have these books at home, today we are reading on the page 112, and then can join us reading to read together. We are invite our reading angels, Sing May, to start on the page 112, and then we'll be end on the page of this 118 on the first end of the first paragraph. All right, let's begin. Wait for everyone have the page of 112. Yes. Yep. All right. Okay, let's begin. Sing Me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Jimmy, who was introduced to me by a friend, called me at my office one afternoon a few years ago, wishing to make an appointment to seek answer to his troubles. When he showed up, I realized that he was an arrogant man who does not know what he wants in life. He continuously used the words pain and suffering to describe his life, but he added disapprovingly when given advice, as if he had better advice that could help solve his problems. Whenever I encounter this type of people, I will point out their problems, offer some advice, but I will usually just smile and decline another appointment with them. Sometimes I see those with persistent problems. I sympathize with them and offer my sincere advice to them, hoping that they will change their way of thinking and have a clear direction in life in order to achieve and accomplish their goals. Unfortunately, those people who do not know what they want in life are usually arrogant and egotistical. During my conversation with Jimmy, he described how he has such great knowledge and understanding of religions, and he even expressed that he wanted to test me to prove that he is more knowledgeable than I am. Jimmy came to my office with a preconceived notion that his view is better than others. Even though he was referred to me by a friend, he still had his wall up. During our conversation, he mentioned that his acid reflux has been bothering him for a long time, and he could not sleep well at night because he felt weak and his energy was getting worse by the day. He felt extremely tormented by this condition due to the fact that he had to face the problem every day. After listening to him, I asked him, is the purpose of your visit today to find a solution to your problem? He quickly replied that he came to check it out because his friend had mentioned how amazing I am, as if I possess some special power to be able to help others. So he was just curious about my power. I expressed to him that I did not possess any power. All problems in life should be resolved with honesty and integrity, one step at a time. If we speak of special powers, then our understanding of this word would be incorrect. Jimmy then said, I can feel that you are different from most people, but I am not sure whether you can help me resolve my problems. Let me go home and think about it, and then I will come back for your help. I replied, I deeply fear that will delay your healing time and progress. I strongly recommend that you seek medical help to try to find out the cause of your health problem. A proactive approach will be the best for your health and spirit to relieve yourself of this health issue. But Jimmy insisted that he would contact me again in the future. I reiterated, that is not the point. You should try to find someone to help you right away. this requires your immediate attention. In the following 6 months, Jimmy would call me occasionally to share his recent findings of doctors, master, and reputable medical profession to help with his physical condition. He appeared to be busy seeking solution to his health problems. 6 months passed and I have not received a call from Jimmy. Then one day, he called me for an urgent appointment. I do not have much time or energy to go around seeking master to help me with my problems. My health has deteriorated. I can only sleep a few hours a night and I can only sleep sitting up because other sleeping position makes me very uncomfortable. I feel tired all the time and everyone who see me say I am skin and bone. In order to alleviate his problem and pain, his doctor prescribed anti-anxiety medication and has since increased the dose. This has caused an extreme opposite in his condition. When he was awake, he was extremely alert. When he was in pain, it was extremely painful and unbearable. The doctor eventually told him that he was at the beginning stage of depression. Thank you.
Gratitude to Master Ted Sun, gratitude to universe, gratitude to Mighty Sun. When I heard his story over the phone, I was very concerned. So I asked him, "Do you truly want to solve your problems?" He replied, "I call you today to schedule an appointment with you because I want to see if there's another way." When Jimmy came to my office this time, after more than 6 months, it seems as he had just played a big joke on himself because he had been too casual. He could not decide yes or no on our first meeting. Back then, he did not grasp the point and seize the opportunity. Within less than a year, his appearance has changed drastically. He looked like a totally different person. He sat in front of me, describing in detail his situation and his search for different masters and doctors. Finally, I asked him, "During all this time, you have been seeing with your own eyes that your health is becoming worse. Now, since you have such a strong desire to live, I believe you truly wish to find someone who can help you. Am I correct?" Jimmy emphasized that before coming to see me the first time, he always thought that within his circle, he would meet other famous healers, doctors, and prominent professions. Therefore, he came to see me with curiosity and the mindset of simply adding another healer to his list of healers. He admitted that with his careless attitude, he did not have the determination to make up his mind. This has caused him many sleepless nights, extreme pain and suffering until now, seamlessly on the verge of death. He said, "I realize that I have made a big circle and with my repeated disappointment by these master healers and doctors, I am now back here to see if a miracle can happen." I told Jimmy, "A sincere heart makes your wish come true. When I first met you, I feel that you were a very insincere person and you were very egocentric. Therefore, I didn't say much and I only encouraged you to wish you the best in the finding that right person who could help you. However, you have wasted a lot of effort and still have not found that person. Today, I see you again and I feel so sorry at how your health has deteriorated. Back then, whether you wanted to solve the problem or not was your decision. Now, if you truly want to solve your problems, then besides making the decision, your attitude and mindset must be adjusted. You must soften your heart and put down your guard, so it'll be easier to receive help from an external force. When I first came to your office, I expected you to boast about your abilities, like most masters who have special abilities usually do, but you did not. Therefore, I was not able to convince myself to completely to seek your help. However, I still feel that you might be able to help me. Therefore, after this big roundabout, I decided to come back here, wishing that you can still help me. He continued. I attended a friend's memorial service yesterday. He had already felt quite sick, and after the service, I felt as if my own funeral was not too far away. Right now, I'm confused and I feel as if I don't have any more energy or confidence left. I fear that maybe I will soon leave this world. When I saw Jimmy pouring out his deepest feelings and showing his weakness in front of me, I thought to myself, if you knew this thing would be this way, then why did you not follow your heart at the beginning? Why were you so arrogant and with unwelcoming attitude? He completely reflects the proverb. He who is pitiful must also be pathetic. I sincerely asked Jimmy again to answer my question. Do you truly, from the bottom of your heart, wish to completely solve your problem? Jimmy nodded and said, at this moment, I finally understand a lot of principles, and I hope you can offer me your utmost help. If success does not result from our attempts and I still face death, then in the next life, I am willing to be your spiritual guardian and disciple. I immediately responded. We were able to meet in this world because of our karma and infinity. Whether you choose to seize this opportunity is your choice. My role is only help others, and after listening to you just now, I am truly sympathize and understand when death is near. One will speak the heart. You feel worse after the funeral service because your positive energy is low. I urge you to grasp this opportunity and the time you have left to make the right choice and create the best possibilities for yourself. If you truly wish to accept my help and save yourself from hell's gate, I need you to promise me 5 things. First, you must acknowledge that everything in this world is a blessing from the universe and not your own smart doing. Second, you have lost much precious time already. Therefore, I do not have much time to explain the teachings and principles behind what I'm about to do for you. But during the course of the healing process, you must steadily follow my method and do as I say. 3. You must not boast to others about any amazing people you have met. 4. Within the next 3 to 6 months, you must genuinely thank the universe for any of the slightest improvement physically and spiritually. Lastly, no matter where or when, you must sincerely repent. Unlike the arrogant and egocentric man from the first time, Jimmy had changed into a man who genuinely seeks help. His attitude has changed completely, and he accepted my request immediately. He seems to value his hard-earned chance to regain his health, and he was not asking for fake or careless like before. Jimmy expressed that he will try his best to accomplish what was needed for his body and soul, and he was prepared for one last battle. So I told him, we have spent much time today already, so come back tomorrow and I will explain to you the details of your homework and how to resolve your problems. But my true intention of asking him to come back the next day was to confirm his sincerity and intentions, and to see whether he truly valued this opportunity as he proclaimed. The next day, Jimmy arrived on time for our appointments, and I briefly explained to him the cause and effect of his problems, and also the procedures and methods needed to solve his problems. Half a year later, Jimmy went from a man near death to a healthy and energetic man. Whenever Jimmy saw me, he would thank me deeply for saving his life. But each time I always reminded him that it was fate, and besides fate, it was also the great blessing from the universe. I told him, never forget this love from the universe and give back to the universe by being actively involved with meaningful activities that benefit society and people. Permitted by good life and good health, try your best to reach out and lend a helping hand to those in need.
All right, thank you, our reading angels. Yes, one or the one. While we start reading again on this passage, we are the person Jimmy. All right. So if you're not so sure, this chapter is very important. Master has a very details and list out the problem when it starts, how it create these problems, and not even that you are only because of the reflux, and it can actually cause you a lot of problems. That is due to your energy is very low. So master break down into many different details to let us know. If you want to seek for help, you need to be honesty. Correct. We must have our sincere heart. In Super Life Secret Code, there is these two secret code, love and gratitude. That's why Master want us to continue to learn our 弟子规. 弟子规 is very important to us to cultivate. And if it's not trusting anyone by this Super Life Secret Code, you will delay your healing time. Yes, time is precious. We have to grab the times, any times that universe has delivered us anything, a gift from us, for us. So it's very important page here. And then if you truly want to solve your problems, we have to be very sincerely follow our Super Life Secret Code step. Our step 1, 2, 3. The step 1, 2, 3 is on the page on the chapter 7. Once you start reading after chapter 7, then you can start to do our repentance. Yes, importance to know a person who are too egogetic. Too ego, we have to reduce. What Master tell us in 弟子规, egos 我执太大, too strong ego. Master tell us that we have to reduce our own self to a 0. We have to start our self ego from a 0, and then from there we start to learn and improve. So it's importantly to improve ourselves, to change ourselves in order to change other people. So yes, in Super Life Secret Code, this page is actually talking about our health. So if it's come into problems, we have our system. It help us to solve the problems. And then Master always tell us that our step 1, 2, 3 plus our homework of 14 steps, you need to reflect our own problems. And every day when we wake up, we have to be thankful to everything. We have to thankful to the universe also. And the most important, we are grateful to our Master giving us this system and the tools to help us to break our problems. Yeah, Eileen, anything to summarize?
Yes. Hello. Okay, the universe say everything that is good we have to share. So this is the best mic. We're going to share this mic tonight. All right. So you see, everything lies in the decision, right? So if let's look at page 111. Let's look at the cover page of this chapter 10. Want or don't want? Let's turn to page 111. So you see, everybody, we always have a start line, right? And then we always end up with some finish line. Whether you go for a run or you go for an education journey, there's always a start and a finish. Even our life, right? We may be born how many years back then. I'm not going to say my age, so I'm not going to review which year I'm born. No, it's okay. There's no secret. I'm proud to be turning 55 next month. Yes, I'm young and energetic. Yes. So you see, we have a start of our life, but there's someday my life will end. So I do not know when my life will end. You do not know when your life will end. So in this picture, you see, it's actually show us there's two way, right? There's the one on the extreme left is a smooth journey, a smooth curved journey. The other one on the extreme, on the right hand side is zigzag, zigzag. Zigzag, zigzag means you what? You have to go a lot of hardship, a lot of challenges, a lot of turning points. And many a times in a lot of turning points in life, some people make it, some people don't make it. So we're also blessed because we're all in this beautiful system, Super Life Secret Code, that's founded by Master Ted Sun, who show us the one and only way that can brings you to a smooth journey to the end of your life, so that we honor our own life while everybody honor our life too. So we have seen so many people, right? So many real stories, and his experiences in all this life journey, his conversation with so many people. And this is why we every time want to hear from people sharing, because we want to reduce the chance that we have to take a wrong road. It's just like today, maybe I want to go to, say, Johor, right? People will tell you, go straight, come to this turn, you turn right, you will reach South Key Mid Valley. But then maybe I gei kiang. I go straight, I make a U-turn, and then I U-turn back. Maybe I also can reach South Key. Maybe yes, I able to reach South Key Mid Valley. But first, I take a longer time, and I never know. With these 2 U-turn that I make in this journey, there may be more hiccups, all right? Maybe with the extra turn, I may meet a incident that is uncalled for. So what Master is trying to tell us that is your decision today. You want or you don't want. In fact, my experience in this system for now coming to 4 years is true. We really still see a lot of members at the fence, at the door, you know, 1 step in, 1 step out, like we like dancing cha-cha like that, 2
It's
step
like
forward,
Jimmy
1
lah.
step backward, you know, it's like this Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, but you see, when Jimmy went to Master, he was so egocentric. He even says that he wants to test Master to prove that if he is the one who can actually help him. So Master always say he want to help the right people. That's why he always tell us we want to bring in the right people, right? In fact, for those who are able to be seated here, there is some part in our destiny already written that we are maybe somewhere before we were sisters, maybe somewhere before we were brother and sister. And then so that's why now when we look at each other, we just have this kind of ding, you know. Yeah, you just feel this person is very close to you. And many a times, right, I think we all have to agree, you see somebody, hey, you're very familiar. But actually we have not met that person before in this life. Well, maybe we have met the person before in our past life. So in fact, for those who have gone to Malaysia this time with us, or even you have not there when you will be able to join the Huang Jing Gong Xiu online, Master quoted the real situation, right, between him and Jia Junjie. So Jia Junjie is the leader in charge in the whole of Malaysia. So every time Master travel to Asia, Jia Junjie and Nan Jiange, which is her husband, will always go along with Master. And Nan Jiange is super blessed, okay, because he made a step at many years ago to actually offer help to Master. So since then, he's been the one carrying Master's back everywhere Master go. So at the dining table, he will always be seated between Master and Jia Junjie. So, and then there was one day, this time in this trip, he suddenly tell, which Master quoted during the Huang Jing Gong Xiu, right? If you remember, Tan Jiange said, hey, how come you all two got the same eating habit? Chicken serve, she take away the skin, he take away the skin. Fish serve, he take away the skin, she take away the skin. Then Nan Jiange say, 你们很像啊. You two are so alike in terms of habit. So in fact, yesterday in the host meeting, Master even said, all these are not coincidental. It could be last time, in don't know which part of the previous life, they are in the same cultivation journey somewhere in some era. So that's why there's so many things in common. So realize, otherwise, like me and Rebecca, we have a lot of things in common. Especially when we went to Vegas last year, when we stayed together, lucky more things in common. So it's like maybe past life, maybe she's my daughter, I train her to be like that, or we are sisters, we don't know. Right? So there are some people that you just suddenly you just feel that we have so many things in common. So there is a reason behind it. So all this is actually what we always call the cause and effect. So whatever we do in our this life to that person, we need to make sure we do good thing to that person, because we do not know in the next life what's going to happen, right? So always cherish this moment. So the Master always said he already opened his door to all of us to join in this cultivation journey. So it's your decision if you want to follow suit closely, all right, and be very dedicated in practicing. All right, so this is very important. So the choice is always us, because we cannot put a knife in, Joanne, you want to learn or not? We cannot do that, right? But we'll offer you the opportunity. Yeah, but it's okay if you offer someone an opportunity if the person say no. Because maybe in this present life, the person does not have the blessings close enough to come to this system. So all our job is just to offer someone to come and learn with us, and the decision lies in them. All right, so at this point of time, we're going to invite our Cheryl all the way from Malaysia. We have Dr. Loshni. She's an amazing lady. She's been this journey with us for about almost 2 years now. We also were together in our Las Vegas trip last year. So we share a lot of sentiment together in our learning journey. So let's have Dr. Loshni on the screen. And as soon as you're ready, I'll pass the mic over to you.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to Master Sun, gratitude to the two lovely hosts, gratitude to the universe, and also gratitude to everyone who's present here today. So, I would like to share two gifts which I actually received right after joining the Body, Mind, and Soul Nourishment Workshop. But just before that, just a recap. So I joined Superlife Secret Code in May 2020. At that point in time, I slowly started learning, and when I started reading the book resonated with me, especially the essence of Superlife Secret Code book is like what Miss Eileen and Rebecca mentioned, the two codes, which is love and gratitude. So because I was able to resonate with the book and I realized the teachings that Master Sun has taught and provided all the tools, it really helped me transform my life in so many ways, and I'm so grateful to Master Sun for that. So the first thing that I want to say is I'm a doctor, so I work as a general practitioner. And this last 2 years, I've actually been working on a freelance basis. The reason being is I've always wanted to come back and cultivate in supply secret code whenever I get the time to. So the last, I think about 6 months back, usually when I get my work, it's always on a day-to-day basis. So as in when there's job available, they will just tell me immediately and I just have to go. And it's at various clinics at different places, different time every day. So just about 4 months back, I just had this thought. It just crept into my mind. So the thought was like, how nice if I were to just stay in one clinic, just work, have the time to, work. Also, at the same time, when I earn money, I also have the time to come back to classes to learn and, further enhance my knowledge in Superlife Code. And when I had that thought 4 months ago, then I totally forgot about it. So just about 4 days before the Body, Mind, and Soul Nourishment Workshop, what happened was I had this offer. I happened to do a locum in this particular clinic. It was just close by to the house. It's about 15 minutes nearby my house. And 4 days ago, the particular clinic assistant asked, Doctor, are you free to do locum? So whenever any clinic asks me, I'm always ready. I'm always saying, yes, I can. So when I said, yes, I'm available, just let me know which are the dates you want me to do, and then I will do. Because most of the time, the clinics will give their date and their time usage according to whatever availability that they have. So this particular clinic, the clinic assistant told me, Doctor, you know what? Our doctor just resigned. So we're actually looking for a doctor who could do locum. At the moment, the entire October is free. Can you do the entire October? I was like, wow, this is great. So I just took the opportunity because like Master Sun always say, opportunity when it comes, you just have to grab it. So when I just took the opportunity, I said, yes, why not? I'll just, take the offer. So then, so I've already scheduled that. So after that, when I attended the Body, Mind, and Soul Nourishment Workshop, then right after that, Monday was my starting day where I start at this new clinic. So I thought, okay, let's just go and give my best and all whatever I have. But right from the beginning, before I actually entered the clinic, a lot of good things happened because I'm so amazed at how the universe has actually made such great arrangement for me. Why I would say this is because firstly, when I went to the clinic, it was just so close. It's just only 10 minutes by car. And they also provided me a designated parking lot. And when I went to the clinic was they actually they've given me a private consultation room and I could just, see patients at my own time. And also to add on, there was also cafeteria available right down at the seventh floor. So these are all the arrangement which I did not expect because every time I go to a different clinic, there'll be different challenges that I face. But here, everything was just laid out for me, like just in the red carpet. So I was really grateful to universe for this great gift. And the patients that I started seeing were also very friendly, very nice. And this time, the patients that the type of patients that walk in are all those who are actually working in a bank. So it's this clinic is actually situated in a bank. And when I was working there, I was so happy that I think one of the patients when walked in, I was able to not only consult the patient and help the patient in whatever that she needs, and I was also able to share Master San's book, and she was so happy that she could receive this, and I was so glad that I could do this because all the other clinics which I worked before, it was a bit difficult for me to share because the type of patients that come in was Malay, so it's a bit difficult for me to share. But here they were mostly Chinese, and it's easier for me to communicate and share. So that was another gift which I was so grateful for. And so I'm so happy that that has happened. And the second gift that I would like to share was just last Saturday. So I had this parcel which came to my house. So I really thought, okay, this was must be I have ordered something, the usual online Shopee app. So I thought, okay, this just arrived, must be one of the parcel. And I kind of just brushed it off and I said, okay, no, I'll just have a look at it later. But then the next day, Sunday, when I actually opened, then I realized this was when I started feeling the parcel, I realized that this was actually not the parcel I ordered. Let's just see what it is inside. So when I took out the letter, it was actually a letter, and it was from a lawyer. So and this letter stated about certain things. And then looking at it, I was so grateful to the universe because I think this was a gift which I've never expected. It was long back ago, back in 2010. At that point of time, I actually forgot that I became a guarantor. So I became a guarantor for a third party, and and I signed this particular housing loan for this third party. And I did not know that, and I only realized that in 2022 that I became a guarantor, and there were certain hiccups and a lot of litigations and everything. And during that point of time, I was in Super Life Secret Code, and I realized, okay, this is something, it's a challenge for me, and I really wanted to, release myself as being a guarantor, but that was not possible. But then this letter, when it came and I opened up just on Sunday, last Sunday, the lawyer stated that this particular third party has actually cleared this house loan fully, and my name was being discharged as a guarantor. So I no longer am a guarantor for this. This is something which I did not expect, and it just happened. And so for me, all these two gifts are really something which touched my heart deeply. And it was only possible because of Master Sun and the universe. Without the blessings of the universe, this wouldn't have been possible. So I'm really grateful to learn Super Life Secret Code and keep learning to cultivate more and to also spread this to the entire world. So I would like to just also invite those who are new here today to please, I would like to invite you to join Master's upcoming concert and workshop, which is on 20th and 21st of December. So it'll be a life-changing and transformative journey for everyone. So I wish everyone blessings and blessings to all of y'all. And thank you to the two lovely hosts. They've always been great. They're always there, ever willing, helping everyone around and spreading Super Life Secret Code. So they're always my role model. I've always inspired Miss Eileen and Miss Rebecca. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Loshni. Wow, I can feel her excitement in her sharing. And I think this is maybe the fourth time we are seeing her on screen. And every time I see her, she's glowing. So you see, Master always tell us, right, as long as we do what we need to do, practice, cultivate, and apply what we learn into our daily life. And most importantly, every day, one episode of the student room, the 弟子规, which will actually teach us the foundation of how to be a better person. And 弟子规 also give us a lot of points that we need to do our repentance. And of course, our daily essential step 1, 2, 3 is very important. This is the basic 2 that we need to do. In fact, these 2 add together is 1, 2, 3, and then plus 弟子规 is 4. We already done 40%. No, we already done 4 out of our 14 homeworks. So you see, 14 homework can be done very easily. And then just now we listened 3 songs already. So we already done 5. And then you look at the mirror, not to see whether I'm pretty or not, but look at the mirror to reflect my day, to reflect what have I done well today? What could I have done better today? Right? Then that already becomes 6. So 14 homeworks become very easily accomplished. Right? And of course, Dr. Loshni is always very great. I always admire her passion. She's very passionate each time she shares because why? People who has benefited through the system really will share very passionately from the bottom of our heart. So congratulations, Dr. Loshni. You see, she even forgotten she was a guarantor 10 years ago. But you see, all these things, she didn't even make any effort to try to get her name being cleared and things like that. And just the letter just come to her, right? And the arrangement that the universe have for her, for the clinic, for all this coming around. So it's really, really very, very great for her. And yes, Rebecca?
Yes, Eileen. Yes, Eileen. Yes, Eileen. Yes, thank you, Roshni. Yes, Dr. Roshni and the husband is a doctor also, and they are all in supervised secret code. So imagine a doctor also need energy, right? So this is not a religion. So in even the doctors, you see patients, she also needs a lot of help from gratefuls from our master, and that is all the tips from master, and then she practiced it, and then she received. This is a wonderful gift from her for her, and then she received gift from the universe as a full-time doctors in the GP, and then she was sharing that the place that she work is so good and the facility is well arranged by the universe. Master tell us that when everything comes, we call as a gift, but this gift we have to be non-stop thankful to the universe and thankful to our master. So Dr. Rashni, very, very grateful. Yes, Eileen will mentions that we have to share even a tiny little gift from the universe. When I texted Dr. Rashni, I heard her sharing. Wow, very wonderful, because it is every time when they attend a big events, the love of the universe, the gift from the universe just come true like that. Grab it within a second. It is very important. So she's happy, abundance, and then with the husbands. And one day we'll get the Dr. Rashni husbands to share with us also the journey of their learning. They are very, very active in our supervised seeker code. That's what Master says. Once we have received, we have to keep moving, non-stop moving and moving forwards every second. Yeah, Eileen, my mic is actually going to stop me, is it? Yeah. We will try. We are having some technical problems tonight. But anyway, we have to very grateful to Dr. Rashni for the sharings tonight. Thank you. And then we are going to our second book. Yes, the Abundant book is here. The Abundant is so simple. Everyone have the book. And friends at home, we are going to start our second book. When the source is connected, Abundant is so simple, by our Master Text Son. We are going to read from the back of the book, and invite our reading angels to read together. This is not a religion's book, so everyone can sit together and we learn together, yeah? All right, so we are going to invite, we start off the reading.
We read the back page. Okay, we start reading the back cover. Sometimes opportunity knocks, but we are not ready because we lack the capacity or capability. This book teaches the tools to ensure that we have sufficient capacity and are capable. When the source is connected, you will be like a GPS and constantly monitor yourself to make sure you are on the right track. If you fall off track, make a U-turn and get back on track as soon as possible. When all means are exhausted, changes will be triggered. Once changes have taken place, solutions emerge and you will have abundance, embracing the happiness generated by Super Life secret codes. Today we will start reading from 320. Okay. Theory in the detail 4. Hold the right attitude and methodology to see the dawn in life. The essential steps 1, 2, 3 is the foundation of our system. If you do not hold the right mindset and attitude, you will end up learning nothing or get worse. Hence, you must build the right mindset for yourself and ensure you understand everything. You do this because you want self-enhancement and you wish to see self-improvement. If you keep seeing positive results in yourself every day, very soon you will see dawn in your life.
What if we do not see dawns in my life? What if I do not see dawns in my life? Does it mean my approach or attitude has been wrong?
Indeed, if you have a bad attitude and lack of self-cultivation, you may experience deterioration the moment you experience problems. A lot of people have similar experiences. Whether you can sustain yourself with our system hinges on the effectiveness of your hard work. Please control yourself and be humble. Do not relax and get overjoyed after you have experienced the benefits, and you must continue to practice and experience.
And no actions only talks. It's not allowed, right?
Yes, practice should not just involve doing meditation. This is just one component. You need to ensure you blend the teaching of弟子规 into your life and strictly ensure you do not violate any rule or make any mistakes. If you do not do so, it will just be a matter of time before you leave our system. You need to be a receptor as well as a carrier to receive blessing from the universe. Our capacity to receive and carry is positively correlated to how well we execute the teaching in 弟子规.
Wow, I appreciate 弟子规 even more now.
When you see yourself progressing day by day, give yourself a pat on the back and motivate yourself to work harder. If you see yourself getting worse, be alarmed. There are many luring factors around you. If you do not work effectively, you may come to a halt. On the contrary, if you hold a rare commitment of learning with a good beginning and right mindset and intention, you will soon taste your first result.
The essential step 1, 2, 3 is the foundations for us to reach the preliminary results in our system. Can Master elaborate how do we do this?
Essential step 1, repentance and pledge making. I want to emphasize one point. No matter what your past is, once you have entered the Super Life Secret Code system, you have to follow our way for repentance.
Is it different from what we typically see from the temple?
It is totally different. Until I met Franji, I never realized we have such a suffocating number of shackles accumulated for the last hundreds of decades imposed on us. Without a great mentor, there's no way of breaking out from them, but the repentance we do in our system is different so. Please do not mix them up with your previous system. You may be doing some prayer out of a repentance script. You can continue with it, but please do not skip the repentance meditation as described in great detail in Super Life Secret Codes book.
We just need to follow the repentance meditation described in the books. I have learned another repentance method during the body, mind, and soul enrichment classes. What is the differences between the two methods?
Anyone who has attended the enrichment class can use either method. People who have not attended the enrichment class, please refrain from using the wooden box method. Please follow the repentant meditation detail in the book.
I understand we should familiarize ourselves with the repentance meditation from the book first.
Yes, Super Life Secret Codes is a tool book. You can place the book under your pillow and sleep. Daytime, you can go through the book for some teaching. The book serves many different functions. It has many hidden codes and blessings. Super beings from the universe will pay respect and blessing to the book. In short, people who own this book are well blessed.
When should we start practicing the repentance meditation?
Every day. Some students will say, not that I do not know how to do it, but every time as I am about to start, I will doze off. If you doze off during repentance practice, I advise you to do this during the daytime when you are more awake.
Understand, I personally do it day and night. Perhaps it has become a habit for me. Even when I do it before sleep, I do not doze off.
When there is a will, there's a way. If one is unwilling, one could have a million excuses. In the past, when we had a meeting with Frenchie, we invited one of the friends to share his experience with us. He gave all sort of excuses why he should not share his experiences. Frenchie stopped him right away and asked him to leave the meeting. You must understand, your attitude and mindset determine how well you are connected to the universe. It could just happen in a split second.
When people are curious about Frenchie, there is no detailed introductions about the backgrounds of Frenchie. Actually, who is Frenchie? Is he a true person? Where is he from? Is there any photo of him?
Frenchie is a Taiwanese. I wish I had his photo, but I'm not allowed to take his photograph for a while. For a while, I thought he was the only superior beings. In the past few decades, I actually came across quite a number of others.
So Master think Frenchie is not the only one.
Indeed, during that time, I needed to work during the day and to learn from Master Frenchie during the night. For 3 months, I barely slept. In the beginning, I did an average 1 hour per day. I felt uneasy during the first and second day. Subsequently, I found that it was a great blessing. During the 3 months, I frequently pinched my fingers and asked myself, is this real? Is he a celestial being sitting right in front of me? The vast knowledge he had really make you feel he was indeed a celestial being, but again, he was so friendly and approachable, like a normal man, and never show off. Personally, I have always been low profile, but I became even lower profile after meeting him.
It is hard to imagine that Frenchie is so friendly and engaging. No wonder Master is equally friendly and approachable. Master never show off to anyone.
I feel like a tiny piece of green onion in front of Frenchie. The real master never declares himself to be one. Alright, let's stop this side talk. Let us continue. Do repentance meditation when you are wide awake. Do repentance meditation when you are wide awake. Imagine if you doze off when you are negotiating with the negative energy. You may even forget the promise you make to them. Please avoid this. Try to wake up a little bit earlier. You don't have to rush off to brush your teeth, wash your face, or take a shower, unlike the traditional way. As long as you hold a sincere heart, you will be fine.
There are many protocols with some other religions.
Yes, Buddha or Buddha Vasta will not ignore you just because your body stinks. Your heart determines the outcome. During the practice, correspondence is most important.
Master, what is correspondence?
When you communicate with your negative energy, sincerity is key. You need to do your repentance meditation wholeheartedly. In the process, if you feel comfortable, this is a form of correspondence. Correspondence does not mean your negative energy is appearing in front of you. You do not need an image during repentance meditation. Even without an image, it can still be right. Do not emphasize on feasibility. What matters most is correspondence, and the determination of effective correspondence is your sincerity. That's all for
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Siu and Adeline. Yes, this is coming to the end of the book. We have to know the essential step of 1, 2, 3, and then Master advised us that try not to doze off during this step 1, 2, 3 because we have to negotiating with our negative energy. By the system, we can actually manipulating our own self by our own hand. So by doing a repenting, and we can solve the problem. Why not? Not religion related. Yeah, down here, we are not like previous time that I'm actually a religion of Buddhist. So when we try, we will pray on the lunar 初一十五. So Master always tell us that 修行不是不天天都是好日子. So every day we wake up and do our repenting, our homework, our essential step. So don't need to wait until lunar first and the second day in a month. So it's very important in our Super Life Secret Code. Just believe it and then try it, like Dr. Rajni mentions. When you believe it, you start to do, and everything actually receiving a lot of gifts from the universe. Wow, I keep listen to her that she's thankful to the universe, grateful to the universe. Master last night in a host meeting, he mentions when he was in Singapore, the hotel upgrade him to a what suite is that? 总统套房, President Suite. Wow. Then he said Jia Jingjie was so super happy because Master have upgraded to a special suite room for him. Master mentions that whether it's a President Suite or whatever, thing gift is actually from the universe. And then the most thing that we have to 荣耀天地,感恩天地. Wow, very touching when he mentioned to this. So Master said, don't think that he's somebody is like Frenchie. Frenchie is like our master. So master last time is Frenchie student. So we are now student of Frenchie and master. Very grateful that we have this system. And then master always tell us that when you actually receive something better, we cannot stop learning. We must keep on moving. It's very important. And 弟子规 also help us to improve to cultivate our merit. What merit needs? Because sometimes we are time of angry, and then that's what we leak our energy. So we have to diligently practice our students' rule. So it helps us to cultivate our merit. All right, Eileen?
Yes, today is all about sharing day. So I think this is the mic that always connect with us the best. Yes, thank you for the microphone because it allows us to improve ourselves in terms of our technical technology. So yes, everything is about mind switching. So we want to do mind switching, you need a lot of gratefulness. Can you imagine if I'm angry with the mic? I will start with banging, banging, banging. It will be worse. But the minute we start to be grateful, we do a mind switch with gratefulness, you'll feel happier, right? Then I cover homework number 7. Just now we do 6 already, right? So when you do mind switching, it's homework number 7. So you see, 14 homework every day is actually very easy. If you break it down, you sit down and you start to analyze, hey, maybe you're already doing 13, maybe you're already doing 12. So there's no pressure. So once everything comes very naturally, you will do your 14 homeworks every day. All right, and I think the key word in this passage is really this last paragraph over here. It's all about your sincerity. So Master always tell us in Super Life Secret Code, there is no hard rule, you must stand this direction, you must stand that direction, you must pray here, pray there. There's no praying in our system. We talk to the sun because we want to receive the greater source of energy. Okay, we talk to the sun because we want to see more and more sun, we resonate, and then we have this little sun in our heart. So at any point of time when we feel down, we can mobilize the sun. Whereas when you mobilize the sun, it's 阳光 ma, then you have shine. So once you have shine, you'll be very happy, right? It's a very natural feeling, right? So last time, raining day, maybe we start to feel very gloomy. Honestly, now, rain or shine, my feeling becomes the same. Because I think we are so calm already. And in fact, and this time Master was telling us, right, see, like unnaturally, the Chinese month of 7 is over. Last time, before Super Light Single Code, when come to 7 month, sometimes we a bit pantang, right? Walk here, you cannot walk or walk, must turn there because we see something on the floor, because we are from different religion background. Then we have a lot of worry here, worry there. Then when we walk past some burning incense, some candle, we are mau, right? But this time around, really no more feeling. These 2 years, I really don't feel anything. To me, it's like every day is a blessed day for me. I don't feel the mau thing anymore. I don't feel like I walk past here, I must walk a bit distance. Wow, you know, this kind of thing. Last time it's natural, right? I'm sure Shirley also do that last time, right? Yeah, 借过. You know, it's because we were brought up that way, right? The truth is we were brought up that way. You cannot stab, you cannot what. Of course, we don't deliberately destroy anything. We respect everybody's religion. But what I'm trying to say is that because we feel so calm and so composed now, we don't have this missing. Like we don't be superstitious anymore. Because once you are a righteous person, right? You're just being watched over. You're being watched over by the universe. So we just need to make sure every day we lead our life with a very righteous direction. Just be very righteous. So that's why one of the another homework, it tells us that we need to 营造, right? You need to do creation. So you need to do more meritorious deeds. You need to create good things that's happening. All right. So if not only creating good things that's happening in terms of sharing, giving books, but creating good conversation with our family member is also something, right? Like Joanne, you know, creating opportunity with your son. Just now she said she's supposed to go to a health talk with the son. So Ivy was asking her about the Taiwan trip. She told Ivy she cannot come because she needs to go a health talk with the son. Then you see this arrangement come. The son changed her mind. The son changed her mind, say want to go tomorrow or next week. Then she decided to come. So you see, then Ivy is here. The Ivy is happy when she sees Joanne is here, right? Because they were together during the September trip, right? So you see, all this sometimes. Last time we find that nothing lah. But now when we feel that when we see this incident, we cherish this amazing arrangement the universe have got. Maybe with that, I will feel more comfortable because I was looking forward to see Joanne today. And Joanne is smiling since the minute she got into the classroom. She keeps smiling because she's very happy, right? Because she feels so relieved. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like she because she learned to let go. That's one very important thing we have to do. As what Master always tell us, right? As long as we sincerely cultivate this journey, really, 一切交给天地. Just let the universe handle the rest for us. But of course, we must do the right thing lah, right? So many a times, maybe you are in some trouble, the universe are watching over you. Then the universe see, Eileen, no, you have not reached the passing mark yet because you're still not kind enough, you know. Then okay, next time then I help you. Yeah. So we need, in order for us to get good returns, to have blessings from the universe, we need to do our part. Actually, we don't need to do more. We just need to be kind-hearted. We just need to do everything right. Okay, and everything just remember somebody else's good instead of pointing their bad. Because everybody is not easy, right? Then sometimes you after a while you may complain. I mean, human being we complain. After we complain, so thankfully we can do repentance. No, we start to repent. But then again, we don't complain and repent. That's not the case, right? But we need to 参悟. We need to have realization. Then I finished my number 9. Right? Number 9 is 参悟. So I say every day in our situation, like why Master asks us to write journal. And nowadays, we don't be too smart, okay? ChatGPT is a useful tool, but we cannot use ChatGPT to help us do realization and do our journal. Then you're not writing a journal anymore because you're asking ChatGPT to write the journal. ChatGPT is a AI tools that maybe can help you to rephrase certain words. So maybe you want to write journal for the first time, but then you now must post and people can see, oh, cannot, my Chinese cannot make it. Never mind. Maybe you write in English, you write some keywords, and then you can have ChatGPT to help to polish your language. But you cannot tell ChatGPT, hey, 参悟 for me leh. Today there's this thing, you 参悟 for me so I can write my journal. Then that's not the case. That means if you do that, you are not really sincerely trying to discover what you could have done better. So that brings me to homework number 9. So you see, you write journal, another homework is done because you need to 参悟 to write a journal. So it's very easy to do. And nowadays, I learn to use better choice of words. Like just now at the beginning, I say we look at mirror to see what have I done wrong today. Like I used to always say that, but I start to change because I realize the word that I use impact a lot of people around me. So when I start to say, I look at the mirror to see what I could have do better. So that's a positive word that I give to myself. With that, I uplift my own positive energy. But if I look at mirror, oh, what have I done wrong today? Already wrong. Negative energy come in already because I used the wrong word. I use a very negative word. So all these things can start from ourselves. Start by talking to yourself, using nicer words on yourself. Because we need to love ourselves. It's not easy. All of us come from different backgrounds. We have so many roles to play at home. Right? So we need to love ourselves, but we cannot spoil ourselves. So that's why we need to have a lot of realization every day. All right? So listen to the song 弄通, really. If you still have not have enough realization, go back and listen to this song. Keep listening, 弄通 until you 真的通, until you really understand. Then you realize that what is your real mission in life this year, in this life. Everybody has a mission in life. So like right now, because we are a volunteer, we are a host, so we know our mission very clearly. We know what we want to do. And of course, very importantly, I always say that, right? And I think beginning of this year, Master has also reminded us, we need to talk about how we can add value to the marketplace. So before we can add value to the marketplace, we ourselves must become a valuable person. So how to become a valuable person? We need to have more wisdom. So that's why we keep coming to class. And very importantly, come to our Sunday Master Weekly 共修 class. Then I finish homework number 10. See, easily, already. Then you Joanne count, actually I got do, not that I never do my 14 homework. So sometimes you never do my 14 homework. But actually when you count, you actually already been doing what? Yeah. All right, so we have Cheryl, and today we miss our little Sui, but she's not feeling well, but because she has committed to share with us tonight, so she's sharing all the way from home, and I'm sure, wow, look at her beautiful face. She's definitely well already. Okay, I pass the mic over to Sui.
Gratitude to Master Texan. Gratitude to the universe. Gratitude
Hold
to
on,
the
Sui, we can't hear you. Is your mic on?
yes.
Okay, maybe it's our side.
Now okay.
Sui, mic is on. Can you try again, Sui?
Okay. Gratitude to Master
We
Texan.
can't hear. Yeah, carry on.
Gratitude to the universe. Gratitude to the sun. Gratitude to the two beautiful horses, and gratitude to Sui was truly grateful for this opportunity to share my insights and blessings from the 928 Body, Mind, and Soul Nourishment Retreat. In the past, Sui was traveled to KL by bus or by car, but this time round, Sui never take leave, so Sui decided to fly instead. Sui was very thankful and gratitude. Fly a cheap flight is only $117 round trip. Originally, Sui planned to stay at my brother's house, but just a few days before the trip, he tested positive for COVID and influenza A. Sui's gratitude that he informed me earlier enough so Sui could rearrange my accommodation. My sister-in-law kindly recommended 4 nearby hotels, but Sui searched the first 2 were already fully booked, and another 2, one is quite expensive, another one is cheaper, but Sui saw the review has bad comment about the cleanliness. While Sui still hesitating, my uncle took the initiative to book a room for me at the same hotel he was staying in, and I could even share a ride with him to the venue. At that moment, Sui deeply felt that when we leave with gratitude in our hearts, the universe always sends helping hands our way. Because Sui rode with my uncle, so this time Sui arrived the venue later than usual, not as early as when I took the bus before. So my initial seat was more towards the back and the side. Then after that, Sui noticed had 4 empty seats near the center in front. With love and gratitude in Sui's heart, Sui approached and asked the usher whether anyone was sitting there. She said no, so my family and I got to move forward and sit in a spot where we could see the master clearly and feel closer to the energy field. In that moment, Sui's heart was filled with appreciation, and Sui truly understood help yourself, others will help you, and heaven will help you too. This was my second time joining the body, mind, and soul nourishment retreat. The first time, Sui realized didn't understand myself very deeply. Sui was listening more with my mind than with my heart. But this time, Sui could really feel my whole being, body, mind, and soul being nourished and brightened from within. Under the Master's guidance, Sui touched the deepest part of my inner self for the very first time. During the ocean wave meditation, Sui didn't know why tears keep flowing, but they are not tears of sadness, but tears of release and healing. Sui felt my heart being cleansed and body becoming lighter and my soul growing brighter. At that moment, Sui truly realized love and gratitude are the most powerful healing forces. When we face every situation with love and gratitude, every single arrangement in our life, whether smooth or challenging, is really a blessing. On Monday, when Sui was preparing to return home, Sui received a message that my flight was rescheduled to a later time. Sui tried to switch to an earlier flight, but the customer service told Sui it was fully booked. But Sui never angry during this situation. Actually, Sui searching for some wedding dress for quite long for my upcoming wedding event. But Sui bought some from Taobao. But when the stock come, I feel is low quality, unfit to my size, and uncomfortable. So Sui returned some clothes to the Taobao shop. And before that, actually, Sui went to some shopping mall but couldn't find any wedding dresses. So this time, actually, originally, Sui planned to leave from the shopping mall to airport at 3 o'clock. But just nice at 3 o'clock, so we passed by a clothing store, and I saw a lot of wedding dresses inside. Then so we tried and found some wedding dresses is very cheap price and fit to my size, and the quality is very good. And then actually, so we spent about an hour there. So looking back, if the flight not delayed, Sui wouldn't have the time or chance to find the wedding dresses which Sui searching for so long. In that moment, Sui felt once again everything is the best arrangement by heaven and earth. When we see things through the lens of love and gratitude, the universe will always pave the most beautiful path for us. Through this body, mind, and soul journey, Sui realized that not only Suis was taken care of externally, but my inner world was also here. Sui learned to slow down and listen to my heart. Sui learned that when challenges arise, instead of complaining or feeling anxious, uh, Sui can choose to shift my thoughts toward gratitude because the energy of love and gratitude continually continuously raises our life frequency, making our days flow more smoothly and our hearts shine even brighter. My sharing ends here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sui. That was very nice. And we hope you are recovered and we will see you back in the classroom next week. And yes, indeed, you see, so she has demonstrated so many points of just being gratefulness, being gratitude. And so she do a lot of mind switching, right? So that was, I think, the number 11 or number 12 homework already. See, I also lost count because easily done. So she do a lot of mind switching. Right, and I think just to clarify, I think she's not talking about wedding gown. She's talking about dresses that she can wear to upcoming wedding events. If not, everybody will be telling Sweet, congratulations, you get married. Yeah, so that will be the day when she become. I think she will become a princess when she get married. You know, yeah. So you see, she has been always be very humble. Right, sitting there doing her IT support, very quiet, very humble. So letting go of ego, stay humble, homework 13 is done. See, so this is something that we always want to practice. So master always remind us, the higher you climb, the more successful you are, you need to be even more humble. Because if you start to don't take control about this part, you let your ego go over you, you will drop back to zero. Whatever you have done to overcome all the challenges, go back to zero. And to do restart, it takes a lot of effort to restart. So that's where a lot of people will give up. Okay, so in this cultivation journey, it always your level of cultivation must always go up, but your level of egoism must always go down. Always go down. See what Master mentioned. He even called himself just an onion compared to the universe. So what are we? He's master, you know. Then we are maybe the root somewhere out there. Yeah, because there's nothing to be so proud of. Whatever we have received, we need to glorify the universe. We need to remember all these are is being given. But you cannot tell yourself, it's given, then you start to take for granted. Because Singaporean, we have this problem, right? We like to complain, we like to take for granted, we like to think that everything is given. It must be for us one. Why I don't have? Why you have, I don't have? So we always like to do that. So instead of doing that, we focus. How can we do better so that we can also have? And maybe we will have even more. All right. Okay, and we have Clara. Last week we didn't have enough time for her to share. So yes, I think we have like a 3 minutes for Clara to share with us. Let's welcome Clara.
Hey, gratitude to Master Sun, gratitude to the universe and the mighty Sun, and gratitude to our host and everybody here. Well, I think last week I felt more strongly, but then today a little bit changed also, as in what I want to share. No, I mean, lately I have been very enamored, or should I say, very, very much affected by what's going on at Gaza, and so actually very much saddened, right? Like I really thought, oh my God, how can there be so much evil in the world? Right, that really 善良 is so necessary. But talking to my husband, he also asked me, then, but you know, you keep consuming that media, what can you do about it? I mean, I become very moved lah by younger generation like Greta Thunberg, who would really go, like, really, we cannot just, the governments are not doing their part, activists are doing it, right? To show the people in Palestine that they are not forgotten, there are people who care. And indeed, while I think, okay, there's not much I can do with regard to them, what can I do? So recently, my father, when I went with him to a medical appointment, the nurses and then subsequently doctor believe that he actually has depression. I did notice that there are times it's a little bit up and down, partly affected by his own medical condition, that the prostate, and then not being able to pee clean, so that at night he will wake up multiple times. So in the day, can you imagine if you it's so difficult to sleep. Finally, you sleep, wake up, go toilet. Then very hard to sleep again. So whole night long like that, 3-4 times. So he doesn't have good rest, and I can see he lose interest in things he used to enjoy, like he liked to read book. Now when I ask him, hey, how come you don't want to read book? And he say when he read chapter 3, he forget chapter 2 already. So very difficult. So the only thing he would still read is a newspaper. So I can see then the doctor even asked me to consider, say, family can go and discuss whether he want to take antidepressant and all that. So actually that was before the 928. I was very keen to encourage him to go, but there's also some practical difficulties lah in terms of the control. So we didn't want to force it. And, it's like really, I think what is very helpful learning this system is rather than worry, because his blood sugar also won't go down. And it's like every time slight improvement only, okay, send more blessings. Okay, get worse, also send blessings, right? And then, okay, I mean, take positive action, but sometimes the action you take just might not be enough, like switching from brown rice to basmati rice. Then I'm like checking, and then but we had a celebration, then poof, up again. then next day, like can go up to 25. Can you imagine this kind of reading? Yeah, then like today down to 15. Like, okay, not bad, not bad. Must praise and get him into a positive state. But I think importantly, right, other than being just very consumed by family, and when going to 928, I also think of like what my mom reminded me, like the very first time I had the opportunity to ask Master Sun question about my son who has autism, right? And he actually said, if 天地要给你1秒钟就可以了. But then my mom said that when is that 1 second? How come after 2 years that when 1 second hasn't arisen? But I really also think of it as that, I shouldn't be only in that state to want to receive, just to receive. Actually, I am in the state to be able to give. So what did I do? An opportunity came up through I joined Caring SG, which is like a alliance of caregivers, because you remember the case where the man who killed his twin sons, right? Because he felt so desperate, in the drain, right? So I was very, very saddened, and I felt that if only he actually had friends and that support group like my caregiver alliance, that would not happen, because you shouldn't just suffer it alone. And anyway, I had the opportunity. I went to go and learn this morning, in fact, SOS. So there's the course. And I remember the pre-training, you have to go and watch these videos. And in the video, they talk about even approaching people who look very depressed, strangers. They say, can man? Like, I mean, I am quite comfortable approaching friends, even acquaintances, but strangers I've not tried. I mean, to show friendliness to strangers can, but to actually approach, like whether you might have suicidal thoughts, and then I was like actually thinking, not very realistic. But you know what? Just right as I have that thought, right, the following day I happened to come across a media of a short sharing Western, a Caucasian man who actually said that he was like really down and out, and he was seated in a sort of wet cement and like feeling very down. Then two stranger lady just approach him, come and say, "Are you okay?" And then although he said, "Oh yeah, I'm okay," like very defensive, but they still sat down and chatted with him for half an hour. And after that, he realized actually that's what he can do, and actually it turned his life around. He went around actually volunteering and making that a very big component of his life. And then so it's almost like a confirmation that actually you can make a difference, right? And that's also where in my own, like 928, I shouldn't go too much into it, but still the key is my son, right? Not only my son, my own family members, like my dad. But I also end up thinking that, I have like almost like a different framework, the mind switch. that I shouldn't keep thinking that something has to help him. But I actually suddenly I'm like full of optimism, and I'm usually quite optimistic anyway, lah. But of course, you have your ups and downs. But I actually realized that I can actually guide him to do things he can for others, right? And actually, that would be the way that we can walk out of it. Yeah. So anyway, that's why I wanted to share that. Really, I think that the system gives me a lot of tools, and it's not just like otherwise without proper tools, right? You'll be sometimes up, sometimes down. You don't have proper support system, and I find that like perhaps having all the different tools in place actually always almost imagine, right? Because somebody who is very down, other than practical aspects, there is actually the soul may need healing as well, right? So anyway, I want to encourage all of us here. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. Wow, that was amazing. And I feel the way she shared has changed, right? Even Siwen felt so. Yes, amazing. So you see, sharing with others, we finished 14 homework. Yeah, so easy. Yes. So in fact, I've seen Clara from the day she started this cultivation journey to now. So I can see how she has progressed. So very good. She has this realization after the 928. So a lot of things really start with ourselves, right? So we must always tell us, right? We can shout to the whole world, but nobody will help you if you don't help yourself first. So then we go back to the beginning of today's chapter, want or don't want, right? You want or you don't want. It's very easy. But actually sometimes we say very easy to make a decision. But being human, want or not? Maybe don't want, tomorrow. Then you cannot go to Taiwan. You a lot !aiyo! So when you !aiyo! All your opportunity gone. Because sometimes the opportunity may be just in front of you just that 1 second. If you don't grab it, your golden opportunity gone, right? So at this point of time, let's have the video ready. We're going to introduce to you. We will all, just now I heard you saying, right? Yeah, the title very long. Yeah, the title very long. Because the title is called 金运满人间，好运过好年. We are waiting for the English posters to come up, but I think it's some along the line. It means golden fortune will actually fill the world. So with good luck, we actually will have a more prosperous year. So this is a very important event as we wrap up for year 2025. So let's watch the introductory video.
当天地共鸣，当宇宙展翼。光明降临，爱开始流动。这不仅是一场活动，而是一份宇宙能量的礼物。2025年，一场来自宇宙的祝福，将点亮你和我的生命，将爱与幸福播撒在人间。2025年，一场幸福满满的盛宴，即将在台湾林口体育馆隆重展开，金运满人间，好运过好年。12月20、21日，太阳圣德导师冬季黄金音乐盛宴将在台湾林口体育馆隆重登场。现场将有太阳圣德导师一首首满载正能量的歌曲，搭配精彩绝伦的表演与温暖祝福，惊喜连连，感动满满。带着家人朋友一同来体验最幸福的年味盛宴吧。这不只是音乐会，而是一场幸福的约会。让爱流动，让笑声传递，让每个人都带走最美好的祝福。这是一份回忆，一份力量，更是一份爱的见证。一年只有一次，错过就要再等1年。这不仅是音乐盛宴，更是爱与智慧的交流。金运满人间，让我们一起把爱与幸福带回家。
去年参加真的好感动，
整个人满满能量，好幸福。
我带全家来，觉得这是一份最棒的礼物。
无数人因为这场盛宴而笑容绽放，无数家庭因此更加坦然。有人带着忧虑而来，却带着希望回去；有人带着疑惑而来，却找到幸福的方向。
这不只是当下的幸福，而是一份能量的延续。从这里出发，把光带回家，把爱传遍人间，把祝福送到世界的每一个角落。每一份祈愿都将被宇宙听见，每一颗心的愿望都将在金光中绽放。这是一场与宇宙对话的盛宴，更是一个爱的许愿池。让我们一起迎向一个更光明、更幸福的2026。金运满人间，好运过好年。音乐盛会的相聚是未来的起点，在这里，我们播下幸福的种子，它将在更多的城市开花结果，照亮无数生命。
爱、音乐、祝福、能量，一次满载而归。这将是您迎接2026最幸福的起点。携手家人朋友，一起见证奇迹，拥抱幸福。2025冬季黄金音乐盛宴，我在现场等您。
Once in the world. Yes, encourage people to invite friends to join our Super Life Seeker Code. And what Prera mentions, the people who are actually down with depressions, and they have problems, and we have said no to depression, this book, and then we just welcome them to our classroom and share our Super Life Seeker Code. This is definitely can help us to break through the problems for sure. So share with friends and bring them to the class and to resonate a special energy with everyone. All right. And we are going to wrap up together. And then thanks to our Master Text Stance, thanks to everyone, and thanks to the universe. Eileen, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca, for summing up. Okay, so for those who have just watched the introductory video, just in case you've been wondering, must go Taiwan then can attend. No, we are so blessed. In Singapore, we have already secured. Thank you. We've already secured a beautiful venue. You'll be at near to Jurong side. So it's at E2I, a very convenient place. Yeah, very convenient place because MRT can bring us there. Lots of food choices for us to eat. So for I stay in the east, you're so far. No, be grateful. You have a chance to try the east-west line, to take the green line all the way to Jurong. You can pass by Westgate. You can pass by Gem. Oh, this is Westgate. Then you will say, oh, Westgate, where is Westgate? Never been there before. So you see, 转念, because we always find a distance. Is distance a problem? If there's a will, there is a way. Distance will not in the problem. It's still in Singapore. Singapore is so small. From one end to the other end, I think the most 40 km. 53 km. Okay, I'm short, 13 km. 53 km. From here, when we go to KL, it's 400 km, right? 200 over km. 280. Wow, I go very far. 208 double. Now two-way, that's why you need 400. Yeah, so you see, we already travel all the way. And so now in Singapore, and especially we know it's in December, a lot of people has got family commitment due to Christmas. And we are so blessed, it's so near to Christmas, but we can secure the venue. So for those who can't go to Taiwan, no problem. Do your setting. We stay in Singapore to attend, and at the same time, we can bring more friends. Because sometimes we want to bring our friend, you go Taiwan, I cannot go, You don't want, you go Taiwan, I don't want to attend. I introduce to Rebecca, don't know Rebecca. Your friends will tell you that, correct or not? So then maybe we do a setting differently. We all stay in Singapore to attend, then we can bring more people. Maybe that is why there's a calling why I say that today. Maybe there's a calling why I say that today. Yeah. So it's okay as long as you mark the calendar in your date. Whatever it is, try to your best capacity. Do not miss this opportunity to attend this very important year-end event before we welcome 2026. All right, so with that, we're going to wrap up our session for tonight. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you same time, same place next week. And let's gather together for a group photo. Thank you, Master. Thank you to the universe. And thank you to Almighty Sun. And of course, to all our overseas guests. Thank you for being there with us. And yes, we look forward to more sharing from them. Thank you.